Good morning. Welcome to day 4, Thursday, April 10th. It's about 6:30. I've already got about half a cup of coffee in me. Just checking far out to see water sources and camping opportunities for today. One rookie mistake I made last night. This area, none of it is like super level or flat. But I thought I'd had the tent set up so that the slope would be my head at the top and my feet at the bottom. Instead, once I was actually laying down, I was actually sloping horribly my whole body to the left. So through the night, I just kept getting further and further to the left. So it was a bit of an adventure. It was actually the most slopey. It doesn't look that slopey from when you're setting the tent up, but man, when you're laying down, it was pretty slopey. So other than that, everything's good, and gonna start packing up and packing out and getting on the move soon. All right, getting ready to head out. I was just thinking about, I know I said on yesterday's video, I might just tag this on there or just leave it here, but I said something like, the views and the scenery get boring and repetitive. Not for the thru-hiker, not for me when you're out here in person. I was more talking about when you're watching some of these hiking vlogs. For me, at least, it just gets kind of repetitive. A lot of times there's no frame of reference. It's harder when you're doing this solo, because if you have another person, like if Sarah's with me, then you at least have a frame of reference for how. The bottom line is that the videos, in my opinion, the photos just don't do the scenery justice. It's just so spectacular and it's so hard to capture. Probably because I'm not a professional photographer or videographer. So it just never looks as good at the end of the day than when you're like right there in the middle of it. So that's what I meant by that comment. I realize it could come off sounding the wrong way. So yeah, that's it. See you down the trail. Just getting first views of San Jacinto, however you pronounce it, peak in the background. Pretty cool. All right, day 4, quick update. Been going about an hour. Made to a cool little lookout with a bench. Pretty amazing up here. All right, it's about 10 o'clock. Weather's awesome. Just remembered a quick funny story from this morning. So my tent site last night was way off trail. A tiny bit of bushwhacking through some scrub and brush. And as I'm leaving, I had to push through some branches. I get on trail. I get a couple 100 yards down the trail. I go to reach up for my sunglasses. Oops, they're not there. Luckily, I knew they were probably where they had been ripped off by the branch. Threw down my pack, went back. Thank goodness I was able to find them. Of course, as I'm heading back south towards my old campsite, a hiker goes by and helpfully says, aren't you going the wrong way? So, funny story. And at the bench I was sitting at, I had dumped my backpack next to me. And of course, just as I was getting up to leave, it did a tumble. And through another guy thru-hiking who, I'm seeing a bunch of thru-hikers I haven't seen before. I'm thinking maybe they started a day ahead of me. Anyway, he's being helpful. He said, you want me to lift that for you? I just thought that was kind of funny. If I can't lift my pack, what the heck am I doing out here? But everyone's just super kind and helpful. So really good vibe out here. Really fantastic morning. All right, so the trail just kind of joined back up with the road. We're shooting for the Pioneer Mall picnic area. Take a nice full break there. There is water there that you have to filter, but that's fine. So probably about a half mile or so to get there. So looking forward to a nice long break there. All right, made it to the picnic area. Cool little spot. See if we can find some water. All right, so we found a nice little stream running next to the entrance to this day use area. And I'm not gonna pass up an opportunity to soak my shirt. It felt so good putting on a cold, wet shirt. Amazing. It's the little things out here. What a spot here. This is awesome. So just having some snacks. Gonna filter 1.5 liters of water. There's another water source about 5 miles away that looks like it's running. So that's the plan for now. And then there should be camping not too far after that. The joys of water filtering. All right, quick little update. Been motoring along for a while now. Really nice section of trail here. Met up with a guy who takes his 2 dogs up here quite a bit. It's funny how, people don't know much about the PCT or how the whole thing works, but so it's always fun talking to folks. Anyway, we got about 2.5 miles to our final water source of the day. Water. I still have that Philly accent. I can't escape it. So that's where we're headed. All right, we loaded up on water at the creek. A bunch of other people were there doing the same. And it's about 3 miles to potential camping that's listed on Far Out anyway. And right around the 50-mile mark. So, or 60-mile mark. 60-mile mark. So that's where we're headed. We'll see how far we get. What's up? It's about 3 in the afternoon. We're just shy of mile marker 60. There's a solo tent site here. It's no shade, but that's gonna happen out here. So almost, I think just over 15 miles today for me. So I'm ready to call quits. Don't want to push too hard and just slowly take my time and get the camp situated. All right, so it's getting to be almost 5 o'clock. Had a few familiar faces pass by me, camping a little further down the trail. This is a great spot to end the day, but there's no shade here. So the sun has been beating down, so I just improvised this little makeshift sun shelter until the sun is not so brutal. Just even sitting in it, trying to be in the shade of the little bushes here, it just saps your energy. So I could have gone a little further, but again, try not to push it too hard. 15, I think it's going to be like a 16-mile day today, so that's plenty. So I'm going to filter some more water and just keep sipping some water and wait for the sun to go down so I'll have a bit more of an appetite. Welcome to the view from my sun shield. So I lugged almost a full 3 liters in the CNOC bag along with 1.5 liters in the Smart Water bottle. You definitely don't want to skimp on water out here. I'm already feeling parched and I already just had 2 cups of water with Tailwind, so just got to keep hydrating. All right, day 4, quick recap. We're at about 4,900 feet. It's around 6:30. Just shy of 60 miles on the trail. So I ended up doing about 16 miles, which is great. The sun is finally not beating down on us, so I'm going to get some dinner going. I'm gonna treat myself to a Peak Refuel. This is like my favorite one of them, the sweet pork. It's so good. I might have went overboard how many of those I bought for this trip. The other thing I think I'm gonna do, which I've never done in the Sierras before, but this is, you know, the desert. I do have a sun hoodie, and I think I'm gonna switch to the sun hoodie for the rest of the desert. I just feel like my neck, even though I'm putting sunscreen on my neck, I feel like my neck is getting more sun than it should be. So probably gonna switch out to the sun hoodie and see how that goes, and just to protect my neck. Otherwise, everything else is good. Legs feel good, feet are pretty good, and we'll see you in the morning.